Oh, hi everyone, welcome to the Studio 20 Live Book Club. Today we're going to be reading Your Many Faces, The First Step to Being Loved. It's a classic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, it's only 109 pages, so we'll just try and, we'll get through it today. But
yeah, I think people will stick around for it. We've got loyal viewers, so
yeah.
yeah.
First chapter, Your Many Faces. I want to get you excited about who you are, what you have, and what can still be for you.
That's so deep.
It is.
All that and more on Studio 20 Live. Oh, the things you find in our Studio 20 little bookcase back here. All of our helpers are bringing them from home. So, yeah.
Free books as well, so we can't complain really, can we?
You'll see that we've got a lovely decked out set with some delicacies in front of us this week.
Yeah, I might grab a
we'll have a little bit
probably not a good idea, actually.
This is oh, that's
so, what's on today's show today, Sarah?
Well, coming up, we've got some guests in from the Crimson Horror Band. Josh and Jack will be performing at the end of the show.
Interesting. We've also got Twissa, who's back on the show again. She's going to be doing a segment called The E-Spot. What is that about?
Who knows?
I don't really know.
Big mystery, that one.
Yeah.
But first up, in the limelight, we've got Glenn Haworth, who is Glenn Haworth from Haworth Music in Shellharbour and Wollongong, and he was a band comp judge earlier this year. But he's also doing a documentary on bullying and visiting local schools to talk about the issue. So this is in the limelight.
Oh, thanks for coming on the show, Glenn.
Thanks for having me, guys. John.
Hey, how you doing?
Saz, what's up? Good to see you guys.
Yeah, you
Very
too.
floral. Sarah, love
yes.
it. John, crazy hair as
Thank
always.
you.
Man.
Yeah, it takes so long to style before the show.
Yeah,
More work than me, this one.
I saw like 5 people around him going,
Yeah, the
we've got a
hairspray
great
just goes
hair
crazy.
making
Where's the
team.
straightener?
Yeah.
Couldn't find the straightener today, so
Yeah.
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Sad day.
That's good though.
So, you've been getting in amongst the local school scene, talking about bullying with kids, and you're making a documentary out of it. So can you tell us what you hope to get out of sort of these school visits?
Yeah, so school visits, what I do, it's called the Haworth Music School Tour. I go out there, take my guitar, and sometimes we take a band as well, just depending on the school, and play some songs, talk to the kids a bit about bullying, a little bit about anxiety and my own experiences with those, going through school and after school, copping some anxiety and things like that. It was actually while I was at uni here, I went through a crazy amount of anxiety and stuff, and I went and saw the counsellor here at the time. So I just tell the kids my story and kind of that they can, encourage them to talk about these kinds of things and to kind of help them shift their focus a bit from, instead of focusing on the people who might be being mean to them or tearing them down and things like that, focus on the people who are supporting them. And then finish up with some more music, and we do some giveaways and have a bit of fun. So that's kind of what I do at the schools. And then we've just been making a documentary called Generation Change, and the idea behind that is to actually capture those moments and just to raise the awareness that we need to do something about this bullying thing, because it's pretty crazy at the moment, like schools, not just in schools, but social media, like, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
so many
all that
different
sort of
ways
stuff.
that people can be bullied.
Right, like the
before.
kids are coming home now and they can't escape it because it's just in their face all the time. So that's how the documentary came about.
It sounds like a great program, doesn't it? Like how are the kids responding to it? It sounds
really, really good. That's kind of why I keep doing it. It's like I've just been getting such a good feeling at different schools. Like most schools, I have kids come up to me and be like, "Oh, yeah, Glenn, I just wanted to tell you, like, I have anxiety a fair bit, and I'm talking to someone, or I get bullied a fair bit, and they just open up about that stuff, and I think it's just a good sign that it's kind of showing them that it's okay to talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
And opens them up. And I was at Warilla High a couple of weeks ago, and the kids were actually answering questions afterwards that the teachers were asking them, saying, "What did you learn from this?" And they were just repeating stuff that I was saying. I was like, "Your little sponges, the little sponges are working."
Yeah, good on you. I think it's great to get it all out in the open and let people recognise that when it is too much and it's not normal and they do need to seek help. So for sure.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of footage of your school visit, so we might just take a look at that quickly.
Cool.
Who's mean to others, who's mean to other people, they don't feel good about themselves in some way. Who's crazy in here who wants to do something crazy? These two people, come up here.
Man, it looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Like, I
It is
definitely
a
want to
lot
have
of
that at my
fun.
school.
Yeah.
Great to see.
It's good fun. I really enjoy it, and the kids get pretty pumped up, especially when we had the whole band there. The kids just go mental. And yeah, I was
Yeah.
talking to my mate Colin, who's actually on the documentary too, and he runs Wicked workshops at Warilla High School, and he was like, "Man, I had to follow you guys the other day, and they just wouldn't listen to me because they were all running around still and just being crazy." So yeah, the kids have a good time, and it's really good fun.
And you've got some like psychologists and things in the documentary as
Yeah,
well.
so Cole's actually a behavioural therapist, and he works with a lot of young people.
Yeah.
And he's featured on the documentary. And then I've got Carla McNamara, she's a psychologist. And we've got interviews from students at different high schools talking about it as well. And then we've actually got an interview, this is a really deep one, it's with Ness Lovemonk, and her daughter Courtney Love actually took her own life 2 years ago at Kiama High School from like excessive bullying and cyberbullying and
Yeah, I
stuff.
remember that one,
So
yeah.
she really opens up and talks about it, and it's a really deep moment. She's a really brave lady for going on there and talking about it. So so that's kind of what you kind of can expect from it. It's about 20 minutes long,
Yeah.
and we kind of just wrap it up and try and sort of give the kids a positive message in the end, to talk about it, and to also to focus on the people around them who are supporting them,
Yeah.
and also just to basically raise the awareness about the issue.
Cool.
It sounds like a great documentary. Where can we check it out? Is there
So it's pretty much just being finished right now. So it's not online or anything yet,
Yeah.
but we're going to be launching it mid-November, and it's looking like we're going to launch it at the Greater Union Cinemas at Shellharbour. So we're going to have a launch there, and then we're going to share it online through social media. So
Yeah.
and it's called Generation Change, and hashtag Generation Change is where we'll be tagging everything.
Cool.
for
awesome?
it.
We'll look out
We
for
better
that
find that
one.
on your blog, right? I think
Yeah, yeah.
glenhaworth.com.
Yeah.
So glenhaworth.com is my blog, so you can go on there and find out all the information about when we'll be launching it. We
Yeah.
haven't set a date yet, but it's going to be around mid-November. So find out all the info at glenhaworth.com.
Cool.
People!
And a little side
roll.
note, a little birdie called the internet told me that you've got a few world records up your sleeve.
Yes.
So yeah, was there a ukulele challenge, the longest hours playing
Yeah.
ukulele?
Last year I did a world record for longest marathon playing ukulele.
Yeah.
So
And how long was that?
it was 25 hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
So through the night and everything.
Through the night, I had my wife come along, she was feeding me with a spoon. I was just like,
So, oh wow.
yeah, and
Your hand must have been sore.
yeah,
Really? Oh.
yeah. I switched over. Sometimes I was playing with the other hand. Some
Oh, yeah,
songs,
that's a good
like, so
idea.
I kind of
Do
learned
you
how
get
to do
toilet
that.
breaks? I'm just thinking about the logistics about
I
this.
do get some toilet breaks, yeah.
I was
so I
going to say
didn't have
something
to
like that's got to be
wear
included
an
in the rule
adult
book.
nappy or something.
Yeah,
like that.
wouldn't go there, but I'm still curious.
Yeah.
Okay. And your
But,
second world record?
Yeah, and that was did the other one 2009. I did the most guitars restrung in 1 hour.
Wow.
That
How
was
many-
in front of our show.
How many did you get done?
I did just over 30 guitars.
Wow.
30 and a half guitars, pretty
Yeah.
much. It was like 183 strings or something
Yeah.
in an hour. So it was just like, I had to take off the old strings, put the new ones on and tune each guitar as well. So
Yeah.
it took a lot of practice. And
Putting Haworth music on the world stage.
Yeah.
Getting out there.
I think you've got to do something crazy every now and then,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
something silly and fun.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, it's good for me. It kind of takes me out of the everyday business, thinking, and takes me out and just, I'm just doing something completely different.
Yeah.
And we actually raised over 10,000 for Make-A-Wish Foundation too with the ukulele one. So
Oh, great.
we got to help them out, and they're a big part of it as well. So
Yeah.
they're really happy too. Yeah.
Really involved in the community.
Yeah.
Good on you.
I try and get out there. Yeah. Try and get
Yeah.
out there. Try and get this beautiful mug out there. Shouldn't
Well,
be
look, now
behind
it's
a
on
desk all
Studio
day.
20, like you won't be able to hide.
I'm
The
gonna be
fans will be
famous
going
now.
crazy, for sure.
Be
Well, thanks so
famous.
much for joining us,
Yeah,
Glenn.
Thanks for
and
having me,
good luck with
guys.
everything.
Hey, Saz.
Take some
Right.
M&Ms
you.
or
Cheers.
lifesavers
Yeah.
anyway. Oh,
Oh,
my God,
no,
we'll go,
hold
we'll
on.
Yay!
Well done. Thank you so much for that.
All right, thank you. Up next, we've got Kevin with the news.
Thanks, guys. After 50 days and around 3,000 deaths, Hamas and Israel have finally agreed on a ceasefire. However, the Prime Minister of Israel is skeptical that Hamas will stick to their agreement. One of the PM's spokespersons stated that they hope that the ceasefire holds within a whole series of ceasefires that were unfortunately violated by Hamas. The disputed territory, the Gaza Strip, has seen war break out in 2008, 2012 and 2014. Both the UN and US government support the ceasefire and hope it is upheld on a permanent basis and not break out into war again. Despite a High Court ruling stating that school-funded chaplains were unconstitutional, the federal government has revealed that they plan to fund the program. The High Court ruled that the government was overreaching their powers by only funding for chaplain workers to work in schools. The government plans to get around this by providing funding to individual states and territories, as well as supplying secular welfare workers to schools as well. Mount Kira Road has finally been reopened after nearly $2.5 million worth of roadworks to improve safety. A 500-metre section of the winding road has been susceptible to landslides and rockfalls. The council has removed loose rocks and vegetation, installed fences on the cliffside to prevent larger rocks from falling onto the road, and widened the side facing the rock wall by 1.5 metres. From next Monday, 14 paper tickets will be phased out by New South Wales Trainlink and Sydney train stations as the government encourages more people to use the Opal ticketing system. The tickets being retired are all adult tickets besides single and peak return, and concessions monthly, quarterly and yearly. It may be convenient for Sydney-siders to refill at one of the several hundred Opal top-up stations. Illawarra and South Coast commuters are out of luck. There are only 10 locations in the entire Illawarra region to top up your Opal card, 4 of them in Wollongong alone. If you need to top up your Opal card, the closest location is our very own uni shop. Finally, a small island west of Scotland has had to get its water mains turned back on 5 times in a weekend after too many people participated in the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. In a move to prevent wasting water, the island of Colonsay had a water system that would shut itself down whenever there was too much demand by the residents' households. Due to the small community that lives on the island, the challenge spread like wildfire until almost every house was participating. For more information, please go to mndaust.com.au. Back to you guys in the studio.
Alrighty, thanks for that, Kevin. On the couch with us now, or on the seat rather, we've got Talissa for eSpot, the entertainment news. Now, Talissa, it's been a massive week for award ceremonies.
That's right, it has. It was a huge weekend this weekend. We had both the VMAs for the MTV, so that's the Video Music Awards, and also the Emmys, that's celebrating everything television. So it was a huge weekend for awards and red carpets, which I loved. So MTV, I'm calling it the longest Beyonce pre-show of all time.
She was the star.
She was the star now.
Star on set here today too, as I can see.
Yay! That wasn't because I asked for it or anything. No, but Beyonce stole the show. She won a Lifetime Achievement Award, which was presented by beautiful Baby Blue and Jay-Z.
Baby Blue. Oh, that has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
Now I understand why she called it Blue Ivy, because when you say, oh, beautiful Baby Blue, it's just like, Anyway, so I love her. And there's a lot of funny memes on the internet about her as well, so check them out if you haven't already. But yeah, it was a great weekend for awards.
Yeah, so who were the big winners at the Emmys?
So the Emmys are obviously for television, so bit surprising, Game of Thrones and Orange is the New Black did not win a single award.
That's crazy.
I know, but
obviously not people's choice.
Well, my choice.
Yeah, right?
But Modern Family won Best Comedy for the 5th year in a row, which is
It's fair enough, I think.
Kind of expected that one.
Yeah.
But what a great show, and a lot of the actors from that won as well. Phil Dunphy, you know, the character, one of my favourite dads on television.
Best dad jokes out.
Yeah. Well, he won Best Comedy Male, so Best Character. So that was
maybe
really great.
the newly developed ones will get up there soon. Like they're just finding their feet. That's the thing, especially the Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, that's right. So that's new for MBO. So that's a new one out for them. So hopefully in the next year or so it will start doing better at award seasons. That's for sure.
Yeah, awesome. So what's happening locally with entertainment?
Locally this week, if you're into film, so we've done TV and music. Let's do film now. The Sydney Film Festival is travelling down to Wollongong. It's going to be happening this weekend. So if you're interested in getting along, it starts tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and it's going to be focusing in on tomorrow, the winner of the Sydney Film Festival. So that's 2 nights and 1 day, and that's what's going to be showing tomorrow. And after that, they'll have all the other entries from the film festival as well. So right until Sunday afternoon.
We'll check that out, I think.
Yeah,
Cool. That's right. And another thing that's happening locally that you may want to check out, John, is
Of
Southern Stars.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, so Southern Stars on this weekend, 3,000-ish students are going to be from the Illawarra Southeast region performing for you. They're going to do dancing, singing and acting, and it is great just to get along and support the kids. It's
amazing
such
atmosphere.
a fun thing, isn't
So
it? You were saying that you were a part of something like that.
In School Spectacular, which is very similar. So it's the best fun for the kids.
Isn't it? And I was part of Southern Stars. It was the highlight of my year every year. So get along. It's on Friday night, Saturday night and Saturday matinee as well, and tickets are still on sale through Ticketek. So that's what's going on locally.
Wow, awesome, great. Thank you so much for that entertainment news. But you're also fancy for the shortcut, aren't you?
Yes, so this week I got to do a little bit of work on the shortcut as well. So you
Yeah.
may have heard in the news 64 million from the government's budget has been put aside purely for anti-terrorism. So they're going to be working on a few different tactics and things like that, and working with ASIO as well to try and do the counter-terrorism. So what they've done as well is focusing on metadata. So that's what I focused on with the shortcut. That's
What is
right.
that? Yeah.
What is
Do you know what
that?
that
The
is?
question I kept getting
Yeah.
asked. So
Yeah.
this week for shortcut, I focused in on the question, what is metadata? What is metadata?
No idea. Can we start again?
Can you tell me what is metadata?
What?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
The meaning of metadata. Of course. There you go. I have no idea.
Metadata is media in a data level.
Well, unfortunately, metadata isn't the media in a data level. It's a little bit more complicated than whatever that is.
Metadata is that stuff that George Brandis got all frozen on, right?
Is the web address they communicate to.
Close, George, but not exactly. Metadata is information which is generated from interactions as you use technology. It's the identifiers about the data, but not the content.
I've got nothing to hide, so I don't really mind.
Usually when people discuss it, they say, okay, the government will look at who I was talking to, why do I care? The problem is that when you aggregate this over months, years, decades, right? We're talking about a policy which is going to stay. The more you aggregate, the more detailed image you build of someone's life.
The government isn't the only one interested in your metadata or your internet data in general. Facebook, Google and other platforms already have it, use it and are legally selling it to advertisers.
I think that's an invasion of privacy and general rights.
With media, it's one of those things that if you are agreeing to use it, then that's kind of what they do.
So what's the difference between companies having your information and the government storing it?
Fundamentally, the difference is that Google cannot put you in jail. Google cannot destroy your life. Fundamentally, they're in the business of making money. They can only go so far in terms of alienating their user base.
That feels a little bit like Big Brother's watching.
You have the right to your data, especially when it comes to the government. You have the right to privacy. But with this new legislation, this right to privacy is being eroded as we speak.
Ted says don't despair. There are things you can do to protect your internet profile. You just need to be proactive.
The onus is on you to take your privacy online seriously, because the government is not going to do it for you.
I think it's my Facebook, delete that one off.
Twitter, delete.
Yeah, Tumblr.
Nope.
Get rid of that, I guess.
Instagram, nope.
And Bebo, I guess.
Bebo. We'll keep Bebo.
Yeah, we need to
Bebo's
keep
still cool.
we'll keep in touch on that. Okay.
Cool.
But
on a serious note, though, it is pretty scary how we're getting stalked by everything.
Yeah, thanks to Tawissa for we actually kind of know what metadata is now.
Thanks for explaining that for us. Yeah. But even you got to check up on your Facebook security settings, because apparently they change them back to the default every now and then.
Public, yeah.
Yeah, and I also had, there was a controversy a few months ago where all of your messages on your private messages were appearing on your page 5 years ago though. And everyone went mental I don't know this, but yeah. Facebook knows everything. Facebook is God.
I've heard it even knows when you're typing stuff in. You don't.
Yeah.
It actually remembers what you typed in. And you didn't even post it.
And the whole check-in thing, and then it knows what to sell you.
I'm actually going to delete it now.
No, you're not. Studio 20 won't run without us communicating on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay, what's up next? We're going to follow on to What's On to see what else is happening in Wollongong. Talissa gave us a bit of a brief, but we'll see what else there is for you to get involved with.
Oh, lots of interesting things happening this week, of course.
Never a dull moment in the gong.
Yeah, especially at uni. But I think we'll go straight to the Popup guys. I think what are they talking about this week?
I think the massive craze that's going on called
the Ice Bucket Challenge and the alternatives to it. That's right.
Are we sick of it, or is it still doing a good thing, or what do people think about it?
Yeah, so let's check out what the Popup guys had to say about that.
Hi! Today on Pop-Up, we're talking about online viral campaigns and how effective they are in working. So today, I nominate Ed for the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I guess I just roll the video. Roll the video.
Oh my god!
I think that a lot of the time they're pretty useless.
I think they're pretty stupid.
A lot of the messages behind it can get lost in crazy antics like the Ice Bucket Challenge.
They vanish in like a week or so.
Only because I didn't think that they would raise any money.
They are good if they are useful for good purposes.
I think things can go viral and for a good purpose very quickly.
For example, like the ALS challenge.
Like the ALS campaign is good if they're donating money.
As long as they're promoting people to donate.
Like I don't see raising money for charity as a negative thing at all.
I think they do if there's enough backing behind it, and I think if there's money being donated.
It'll all depend on what it is, what the cause is.
I think they're effective, especially the ALS one, because heaps of celebrities are doing it now.
It's good that they've got the celebrities involved because they're obviously like donating a lot of money.
I think people just do it and nominate each other and then don't donate anything.
If you're just pouring ice all over you and not donating, there's no point.
I think most people on Facebook do it for the attention.
I think this is like one of the most successful campaigns that is used for a good purpose.
Absolutely, yeah. I think there was a statistic saying that last year they raised $1 million and this year it's like 40 million already in like 1 month. So.
And that's awesome. That's really good. I didn't know that they did that. So yeah, that's good.
A lot of people don't realise that the point of the campaign is just to reach people.
People being more aware about what ALS is and how devastating it is for those people who are affected by it.
I saw a video the other day of a guy that's like just been diagnosed with it. Was like really thankful because it is, especially with diseases like that, like I hadn't heard of it before, but it's good to know about it and stuff now.
Now there's like the rubble challenge and the rice challenge, so it's a good way to bring awareness of things that people wouldn't often think about or want to know about.
Whatever it is, whether it be ALS or like the Coney thing, whatever it is, it spreads publicity towards it, and publicity is priceless for companies.
I hope lots of people use it to actually raise awareness and help a good cause.
I'm going to nominate former Pop-Up cast member Gretel Hart to take the challenge.
Yeah, Gretel, it's your turn.
Thanks again from the guys from Popup. It's really interesting, those alternatives to the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Yeah, that's the first
the Rubble
I've heard.
Challenge.
The Rubble Challenge.
Which was a video before. What's it all about?
Yeah, so in Gaza apparently, I don't know if they're doing it anywhere else, but they're doing the Rubble Challenge instead of the Water Ice Bucket Challenge to basically make the point that water is a very valuable resource and we can't just be throwing it over our heads. So yeah, that was an interesting one. Yeah. And also they're doing in India
the Rice Challenge.
The Rice Bucket Challenge.
Rice Bucket Challenge. Okay.
And this is a nice idea where basically instead of putting rice over your head, you go to your kitchen, get a bucket of rice and give it to someone in need who really needs some food. So, and then you take a photo of it.
Yeah, there's a lot more of a reason for that, isn't there? Like,
yeah.
Not just, I guess.
Yeah. With any of these things, it's just going to evolve. So it's nice to see these different adaptations.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
So what's up next on the show? I think we have the rant.
Yeah, some ranters in. Yeah. With the topic inconsistent clothing.
Inconsistent. Oh, I've only one major one. It's thongs with jeans. It's just my guilty pleasure.
So we're talking like beanies with shorts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. What do you do? Do anything weird?
My biggest fashion faux pas, probably just like thongs with socks if I'm just going to go get the mail or something. Just if I'm just going to go downstairs and like no one's around, I'm just going to get the mail. Like, okay. John's having a bit of a rant about that one, but let's see what people think about inconsistent clothing.
Hey guys, today we're talking about weird fashion choices.
When people wear shorts and a jumper when it's cold, or because shorts are for warm weather, obviously, and jumpers are for cold weather, so they just don't go together, and it's ridiculous.
It's just inappropriate combination of clothes. Are they hot or are they cold? We'll never know.
Pick for a season and dress well, not for both.
You shouldn't do it anymore. It's just
okay. I'll send you selfies when I do.
No, please don't. Oh. I've forgiven you for the socks. It's okay.
I won't do it again.
Yeah.
I find it funny that in that one interview there was people with beanies and then people with t-shirts and then people all on the same day.
Unbelievable. How do people do it? It's just ask me warm or cold or over. You can't just have. It's just weird. I just don't understand.
Actually, I've had a good app which is called Swacket, it's like an abbreviation for sweater, jacket, coat or something.
Yeah.
And it tells you what to wear based on the weather, because you know how you never know what to wear.
I just look out the window and if it's dark, I'll go, it must be cold.
Tells you, it's a scarf and umbrella day, or it's a...
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty handy.
I forget that.
And also tells you whether you should walk your dog today or not, or whether he'll be comfortable.
I don't have a dog, so...
handy one, Swacket, you should check it out. Anyway, coming up next, we've got our final segment, which is the talent with the Crimson Horror, Josh and Jackie, and they'll be singing and playing 1 Week's Notice.
Awesome. Thanks for that, guys.
Thanks, guys. What was the inspiration behind that song?
This is back with our old sort of band what we had. We came up with a bit of a riff and said to Jack, get your ass over here and I've got something to work with.
Yeah.
And so it didn't have much time. And
literally a week.
Yeah,
nice.
a week. Yeah. And then, I don't know, the music sounded too happy, so we just thought, we can't have this, we need to make it sad.
So we just thought of a really sad story. So basically, what the song's about is a girl who has everything and then in 1 week loses everything.
And it's sad because she worked hard to get it, then it went.
That's devastating.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where's the name with the Crimson Horror from? Where's
It's,
the inspiration?
The Doctor Who
it's a
episode.
Doctor
Who episode, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
was just watching
Yeah.
it one day.
Yeah,
And,
it's a good name. It's definitely a
yeah.
name. Yeah.
And the title came up, rang up Jack, said, yeah, this is it now.
Works
so.
for you. You just feel it, don't you? Yeah.
Well, he was drunk at the time.
It's an occupational hazard.
Okay. And you guys performed in band comp this year, the National Campus Band Comp at Unibar. How did you enjoy that experience?
Oh,
That was
great.
amazing, yeah.
Because at that point in time, we were only together for about 3 or 4 months with the current lineup.
Good on you.
And so, yeah.
It was good because people were actually enjoying our music. And it's like...
You felt otherwise before?
Yeah.
What, your mum's saying, shut up! You know?
Yeah, so...
My mum says I'm cool.
Oh.
She has to. It's just...
So to get validation from someone else other than your mother is a positive thing.
definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it was
Good
definitely
stuff.
great. All of us here think it was great. Where can we go to check out more? Can we check out your Facebook page, I
Yeah,
think?
you can check out our Facebook for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'll put the link up for that, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, alrighty. Well, if you have any, more bucket challenges for us, you can hashtag us at Studio 20 Live. Otherwise, yeah, I think we've pretty much, that's a wrap for today.
I think that's it. Thank you for that.
But yeah, thanks so much for coming and see you next week.
Bye.